now that the Cavs have a couple days off, they'll play Wednesday. So it's a Wednesday, Friday, home and home with the Hawks. So Wednesday they play Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Friday in Atlanta. Team still does. They're not 100%. Strus hasn't played at all. Wade has been out. LeVert has been banged up. It's kind of what happens to the minute allocation when everybody's healthy? It's a great problem to have. They've got guys that can play.
It's going to make things even more difficult than they already are on this rotation, right? Because depending on when Max Strus comes back, because we know that this Saturday they're going to have him reevaluated and we'll get a full update on where he's at. But Kenny Atkinson said during last night that he still ways away from being ready. And that's a different wrinkle to what the Cavs have going on because he was their projected starting small forward. You've played with and tinkered with Isaac and Dean Wade and all these different guys at the starting small forward position because of what you've needed to do. But when Max Strus comes back, what does he bring to this offense? Because obviously he's still been in the gym with them, implementing different things, learning, becoming a student of the game. But it's completely different when you get on the floor. He still hasn't done any contact, and it's almost a week out until his reevaluation period. So it looks to me that he's going to be out a little bit longer than maybe expected. But that also means that the Cavs have more time to work him in during practices because, like we talked about, the 17 games in the first 29 games was a grueling stretch. Now they have 17 games in 40 days or 43 days if they don't play in the NBA Cup final, 40 days if they do. And obviously, the Atlanta Hawks game, I believe it's on Friday, is an NBA Cup game. So these are different things that we have to think about. Dean Wade, I've talked about this since the end of last season. If Dean Wade is healthy, this Cavs team is an automatic championship contender because of what he can bring on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. Especially when you talk about guarding wings such as, and everybody compares them to, the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, all these different guys that are bigger, stronger, burlier, like to get down into the paint, but Dean Wade can also guard on the perimeter. Something else that Max Strus can do as well. He was tasked with guarding Jason Tatum in the Eastern Conference Semifinal series last year. So it's different when you talk about these different guys, but I feel like it's going to make it, and we've talked about this already on this show. Kenny Atkinson has struggled to find different rotations with these players like Ty Jerome and Karis LeVert and all these different guys that have shown themselves to have great starts to the season. So when these other guys that he plans to play that are supposed to be a part of his 12-man rotation, it's going to be even more interesting to see what he ends up doing.
Yeah, and you know what? Every coach in the NBA will sign up for those problems. It's never a problem to have too many players. When you don't have enough, those are the kind of problems that keep coaches up at night trying to figure out.